Kuna Afrika, alafu kuna Kenya. Au kute wa Kenya sio wa Kenya. Hawa watu nimewavulia kofia, nimewavulia ndala, nimewavulia kila kitu. These people are not scared of nothing. Nothing.
Last year I made a video about why Tanzanians don't speak English. You remember that video? I made that video. But today, let me talk about how Tanzanians have reacted to the Gen Z movement in Kenya. Yeah, what they can do.
Kwa hiyo walikuwa wanamzunguka ndo walipelekea hayo yote yaliyotokea.
Adela, hii ni ukiangalia ni kama Ruto anatafuta mchawi ni nani. Maandamano yanayoandamana Kenya yanasema Ruto must go.
Yeah.
Sasa yeye badala go yeye yuko anatoa wengine. Si kama unanielewa vizuri.
How they reacted to this was just amazing. And it was not even from individuals to media stations.
Manake shida haiko kwa rais.
Yeah.
Shida iko huku kwenye chombo cha maamuzi ambacho kilipitisha. Na hiki kimsingi bunge likipitisha, manake umepitisha wananchi, kwa sababu wabunge ndio wawakilishi wa wananchi. Hatuwezi kwenda wote bungeni.
They said Kenyans are not the president's witches. The witches were just within, around him.
Lakini wananchi wa Kenya wameonyesha mfano ya kwamba kuna baadhi ya vitu viongozi hawapaswi kuchukulia kawaida.
Kwanza kuna ile bomu wanachukua bomu wanasema nataka la strawberry.
Yes, mwingine bomu la machozi lile wanalichukua, wanalidaka, wanaanza kulivuta. Mwingine bomu linakuja wakati limetupwa, wakati liko angani, yeye analipiga kama Haaland.
The way Tanzanians love Kenya is another level.
Watu mnasema sijui jeshi la Tanzania sijui nini. Hakuna, sisi ni waoga. In short, kwanza ni watu ambao we don't really care. Wa Tanzania we don't really care. Yani wachache sana we care.
Kenya trend makers. Any song that is sung in any country in Africa, when it's played in Kenya, it trends. Understand? The song trends. Most Tanzanian songs and Tanzanian musicians, they come to limelight through Kenyans. You understand?
Kuna kosa moja kimtazamo ambalo huwa naliona kwa viongozi wengi barani Afrika. Wanahodhi nchi. Unajua mtu anasema serikali yangu. Serikali yangu. Maana yake linapotokeza tatizo, ndio maana watu wanaweza wakaja moja kwa moja na wakakupoint kwa sababu umewaaminisha kwamba hii ni serikali yako.
Kenyans has a great support, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because Kenyans have great access to internet, and you find that at the moment, like 90% of young people in Kenya, 90% have access to the internet, and they are really informed.
Nchi haiendeshwi na mtu, inaendeshwa na mifumo. Na rais anakuwa ni mkuu wa nchi, lakini maendeleo yoyote kwenye nchi hayaletwi na mtu, yanaletwa na mifumo imara ambayo imewekwa.
I want to tell you this. This is why Kenyans love when it comes to football, music, because even Tanzanians they have good musicians, but who promotes them? Who promotes them? If they decide to bring you down, they will bring you down.
Ila wa Kenya, don't play with these people. Mimi waliponichangamkia TikTok wakabana account yangu, umoja wa watu, it's in another level. It's in another level. Kenya, Igwe.
Because they will come out in numbers, and that's why they always say don't play hard on Kenyans, because when they turn it to you, you will suffer. I love this, you understand? Even Ugandan music, when they are played in Kenya, they trend. A Tanzanian musician will trend in Kenya, but will never trend in Tanzania. Like, however much you can say that Tanzanians are peaceful people and they love peace, but Kenyans are more united than any other country in the world. Kenyans are more united. Like, it was not only in this video. Kenyan in Saudi Arabia, they also demonstrated in Saudi Arabia.
Hakuna vile wasichana wetu watakufia huku, wanakuja wamerushwa, wamegonjeka. Wataka wasichana wetu washughulikiwe. We need to go home. Corruption must end. Saudi Arabia.
Like, you can't sit on Kenyans and you just expect them to worship you. I really love how Tanzanians have really reacted, and they have now have some respect for Kenyans. Even my Tanzanian girlfriend yesterday called me, say, "Hey man, I wanna come back to Kenya." Tell you left, not coming back. So thank you for watching this. I really love you, Tanzanians. Soon I'm coming there. So I want someone to host me. So if you are ready to host me, then write in the comment section. Let's connect. I want to visit Tanzania, but I don't want to stay in the hotel. I want to stay with the Tanzanians. So tell me how you're gonna do this. Hi, what's up guys? This is Lovi Talks again, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to talk about things that really happened in Kenya. Like, you find that there are some things that you only see them in movies, you understand, but these are things that really happened in Kenya. So we are going to look one by one some things that really happened, that like things that were really funny, you understand. You know, however much I'm really sorry, and I want to convey my condolences to those who lost their lives, because that was the way it would have happened, because in each and every revolution there's some blood that has to be spilled, you understand. It can't happen for free, but that's how it was, you understand. So first of all, I want to hail most of the women who took part in this particular activity, and they showed their braveness, you understand. You can't imagine that this really happened, but you know, these ladies, she was really like, you talk to police until the police blushes. Like, just see how the police blushes. So it was really something that you can't hide, or you can't it's just kind of a view that you can't scroll without saying anything, you understand. So that's how it was. So police, like, people are people are climbing on top of police cars, you understand. You can't imagine that thing really happened, and it only happened in movies where you see the Batman jump and do whatever. It happened on this. But before we continue talking about this video, I'm going to show you that there's now good opportunity to study in Russia, you understand. Being that a lot of things has really changed, and most people, they want to pursue their educations abroad, and you don't know where to start, then you can really come to Russia and study this particular course. As long as you have money, you can pay for your education, then you'll study the course you want. And also get to know that studying in Russia is not that easy, because you have to study hard, and if you fail your exams, university will chase you away. And so if you don't have information, if you need information and more on things to do, then contact me on this number here, so we can know what to do, and we can arrange, and I can help you too. If you want to study in Moscow, you understand, most universities, they only take students who are 30 and below years old, you understand. So that's something that it shouldn't worry you, understand. So that's the information I have for now. Now let's see. People on top of police ambulance. Can you do that? Even if you try that in Uganda, These things that only happen in Kenya that can never happen in any other country, understand, during demonstration. In Uganda, you cannot do this. You will be dead even before you leave you leave your home. This generation is called the Gen Z, and they occupied the whole CBD, that is a central business district. That's in the town, and they occupied everywhere, and they were on the top of the armored vehicles. You understand? Like they control them. You don't you don't control what is controlling you. They control you, and you do what they want. And another thing is, someone took the police, like the police, the guard, that guard the police they use when during demonstration. I don't know where he took this thing from, but this was really funny. And he was walking like, and people were like, oh yes, oh yes. So that's what was really, really, really interesting and also funny. And they found they entered the governor's office, you understand? And they took the governor's chair. They sat on it, and after sitting on it, they put it on fire. They want to take it home, you understand? You can take it home, but they don't want to take it home. They set fire on it. Another thing, there was this big guy putting on green like green kind of cloth, but it's really filled with air. The guy was like, yee. Eh? You know, in Nairobi, in Kenya, everything is possible. And once you're walking in Nairobi city, you be ready that you can be pickpocketed anytime, you understand? But that was a long time ago. But imagine yesterday, they pickpocketed a police. Do you know what they stole? Tear gas. They stole a tear gas from the police. And also to make it interesting, other people were smoking that tear gas. Do you know how Kenyan flag is really valued in Kenya? But until you don't have it, that's when you'll feel like I need to get I need to get it from another person. But who will give it to you for free? So a demonstrator had to climb a pole. He climbed. It was almost 100 meters. He climbed it, came back with it. Bro, who can do that? Even you see Nigerians, you see Ugandans, you see Tanzanians, they can't even do. Leave alone even Ugandans can try, but who in Tanzania can do? Then you also find that there's some people that were just flexing with police. Now police were also tired. Like they were asking, is this our war or is it the war of the government? Now people are just enjoying a ride. They're relaxing with police. And that's why I'm telling you that the Kenya police are the best people. You understand? The best people you can come across in in the society. They used to be arrogant, but now I think they have got some kind of some kind of education, and they have realized that we don't need to fight, because the more they fight, the more the angrier these people become, and that makes people to be mad too, and that's what fuels the demonstration. There was something interesting too. You know, these politicians, they are very rich. And what do they do? They open high-end bars, high-end supermarkets, hotels. So they expect who are going to enjoy these things. It's only these rich people. They steal money from the government and they took it back. The money circulates among them. So yesterday, these Gen Zs, they broke into a pub, you understand, a nightclub. They took alcohol. But they don't know how these alcohol are really used. So they were funny. How do you before you drink alcohol, you have to eat some kind of meat and whatever. You have to eat well. So they ate chapati. They only ate chapati and beans. And now they want to mix chapati, and now they want to drink this alcohol on top. The alcohol cost around 16,000. That's around $100 and $100. You understand? That's expensive alcohol in Kenya, you understand? And you can also see some statues, like where people were climbing on tops of street lights and they're posing. Like, these people were really brave. I don't know where this bravery come from, but these people are really brave. Like, climbing on top of this. That with you, and like, if you have more, or if you saw or other things that took place in other places that really was really interesting, please share with me in the comment section. I want to know, where were you and how did you enjoy it? But before I end this video, I want to assure you that I want to alert you that study in Russia is now open and it's easier. So I will help you get admission in any university you want in Russia. But you must, if you want it in Moscow, then you have to be less than 30 years old, 30 and below. So that's how it's gonna work there. But I'll get it to you. So more explanation, contact me on my WhatsApp, then we're gonna talk and get to know what to do. So thank you for watching these things, and I'm happy to be with you again. Thank you for watching.
We are not going anywhere. We are rejecting the finance bill. Parliament tutafika. Niskume. I'm here.
Hey, how are you? It's Lovey. Previously, I watched a lot of things, and I've been wondering, in East Africa and Africa at large, there's something just has really proved me a point. If I wanna get a woman, then I just come to Kenya. It's only in Kenya that we have women. The rest, we don't have. Why? You understand? Kenyan women, you understand? So if someone can, I really fell in love with Kenyan women. Man, we really have good women in Kenya. Just see, he just approached the police and just pat him in the chest, bam, bam, and she came out. Do what you want. Such kind of a woman is just a protection. Just can protect you. You understand? And such kind of, even if you don't impregnate her, she'll become pregnant automatically. I really love this. I really love these Kenyan women. They're in another level. They have the level of confidence, and I know they're also learned, because you cannot go to a street and start chanting, oh, oh, oh.
We're being tear gassed. We have flags and banners. Nothing else. Nothing else. These young people have nothing else. Just bags, flags and banners. The Kenyan flag. How can you tear gas your own people? Listen to them. Listen to these children. They're the future. They're 80% of our population. 80%. If they decided to turn against us, they can. And that is what they're doing now. They're touching our ancestral land. Our ancestral land where we bury our people. How can you tax us on land that belonged to us forever, since time immemorial? Are we going back to a colonial situation? It is not right. These young people need a future. They have no jobs. Over 50% of our population who are under 35 have no jobs.
And apart from that, you can't go to the street and start chanting, oh, we don't want this, we don't want this. You must be informed. You must have some. You must have read something, and you know what it is. You understand? So, man, I'm really falling in love with these Kenyan women. This is the deal now. One thing, they're beautiful.
My name is Charlene Ruto. I am the daughter of our great president and first lady.
Yeah, you don't deny that Kenyan women are beautiful. You understand? They're beautiful. Maybe it's just those who are living in the city, but generally they are beautiful, because if you watch the demonstrations, you understand, and thank God that this demonstration brought all people out, all Gen Z, very beautiful, even if it's short, but round, tall, light skin, and they know how to speak good English and Swahili. Bro, I don't want to go that side where you know that side where I'm talking about. The lady's beautiful and she speaks only Swahili, no English. Ntakumo- like like they don't even speak English. You know, the beauty of a woman is when she can talk. It's when she can talk. She can express herself. She can show her true prowess in the daylight. You don't wait, come back. Hey, Habibi, mume wangu. No, I speak also Swahili and I also speak English. But this one is another thing. Man, these women are really beautiful. You know, like you might say that we have other types like this.
My name is Joy from Kenya, and I'm a proud lesbian, and today has been fun.
No, I'm telling you that one is not ours. Reject. That one is not ours. That's not from Kenya. She can't be. That one, maybe she doesn't belong to. That one is a stray woman. But I'm telling you that these women are beautiful. Like, what's the secret? What's the secret? Like, how is it come that, you know, they always say that a woman can't be beautiful. A beautiful woman doesn't have brain, but the brainy woman is not beautiful. But let me tell you, Kenyan women has it all. Like, I've had some cases like some were caught in the Airbnb. I want to say that was just a confusion. Like, there's something just happened, but that was just a confusion. So I want to say that these women, like, they belong to another world. Maybe Kenya should be a continent of its own, you know, because even their men love them. I don't know if a Kenyan man can come to Uganda and marry a Ugandan woman and say, oh, this. No. We have seen in each and every demonstration in Uganda, you don't see women, you only see men in front. There's no woman that stands to speak on behalf of others. We need a woman that can defend her kids, defend her husband, and say, no, we stand for this. You are my in-law, you are my brother-in-law, but this cannot happen. Understand? I need such kind of a woman. Tells me, like, whatever you're doing, that stop that bullshit, because that's can't work with me. How they are so vocal, how they go to the street to represent those who are not around. That's romance. It's just romantic.
Force, excessive force.
You know, so I really love this Kenyan women. Like, demonstration, this strike has brought all of them out. So if you're a Kenyan woman and you want a Ugandan man, I really love these Kenyan women. Just DM me. I will take one. I will bring matoke. I'll bring a lot of things. And how much? So tell me, how much is your bride price? Because, so I really want Kenyan women. I don't want any. For now, only Kenya. And my Ugandan men, go to Kenya. I know Kenyan men will come for Ugandan women, I know. And Tanzanians too want. You come, you bring that spirit, you give birth to strong men and strong women who will take out our Museveni. We want him out, but the pressure is still down. Thank you for watching.
I want to give you data. You tell me yourselves as members of parliament. We are not in these jobs to be popular. We are here to do the right thing, and I will do the right thing. We must sort this thing out. So, Golosh, I am sorting it out. That's what we are trying to do. I wish this gentleman was cooperative in the manner in which the facts are clear to him. And as I told you, Mr. Chairman, I will bring the file to you.
In today's episode, we are going to talk about Dr. Frederick Matiang'i, the Gen Z's chosen president.
That when we are trying to make a genuine effort, we are being called lords of impunity. That we are making the wrong mistakes and so on and so forth. None of these, even none of them has gone through the facts that we are putting before them. None of them has asked the very basic questions. Now I've actually lied on oath.
We have been having demonstration all over, as you understand that this government, the current Kenyan government, is totally corrupt. I'm saying this because I know and I felt this. The reason why I'm telling you that this government is so corrupt, like the institutions that are meant to serve Kenyan citizens are really corrupt. I applied for passport. It took 5 good months, almost 6 good months, because I'm telling you the truth, because in Kenya, passport only takes 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks. So the reason why I'm saying this is because most government institutions are really corrupt. You have to bribe so that you get something, so that you get the services done. You understand? They will tell you that, okay, we don't have that, because I went there and I told them, like, I need my passport very fast because I was supposed to fly back to Russia in a month time. Then when I told them, then I need to fly, then they told me we don't have printing booklets. They told me that they don't have printing booklet. Just imagine how. I'm a Kenyan, and why do you tell me that we don't have printing booklets? In the same time, we pay taxes. The whole government, how? How much does they cost? And we're not getting them for free. We pay. So it's so funny, like why this institution has to behave like this.
Give us 72 hours, you will see a complete change in this whole process. Tutainstall hapa na tumewaambia watu wa ICT wakuja hapa saa hii. Hakuna mtu anaenda nyumbani. Tuorganize kitu, tuliorganize it properly. We get the National Youth Service personnel to assist us here so that the delivery of service is faster. We will work on this all, we will supervise it. I will be here myself tomorrow and I will be here again Monday. Mpaka hii kitu inyooke kabisa, the service is given to people properly. Asante sana.
Like 10 years ago, things used to work very smoothly. So during the period or the era of Matiang'i, he was the super CS. So mostly people describe him as outspoken, bulldozer, and a go-getter, a guy who makes things work. Understand? He's a guy who makes things work. He's a no-nonsense super CS.
Today is the first time we have actually seen something because he's coming here. The place is even cleaner than it usually is. Mine is from April. This thing went digital. How is it that from April I don't have a birth certificate?
Our reputation is not going to be messed up because some people don't want to do their work. Tumekubaliana nayo.
Deploy from tomorrow.
And you know we do it in all places. Hii huko Teleposta na kule kwingine. Wananchi wanateswa na watu. Tunalipa pesa na alafu tunatesa wananchi. No people come, they queue indefinitely, they don't know when they are going to leave. Nini inajulikana itafanyika. We can't work like that.
Na hii mahali unaona brokers have made this a shop. Eti wanakuja hapa kuitisha hawa watu pesa ili wasaidiwe. Why should people be paying to be supported?
Hiyo nitamaliza.
Yeah. Hakuna na hakuna, tumekubaliana.
You understand? He makes things work. That's why this generation loves him. However much he appears to be a dictator, but that's how things should work. When he was Minister of Education,
This one we bought and distributed them as government from Nairobi centrally. We did not send the money for these ones to be bought by the head teachers. These ones we distributed them centrally ourselves.
So
every school across the country has got this. You walk to any class in standard 1 and standard 2 class in the country, the ratio is 1-to-1. Look at them. Each one of these kids has got a textbook. 1-to-1. Everyone has got a textbook. And we distributed them. So when people are telling me that we cannot distribute the books, they are not, honestly, they are not sincere.
This is what you're saying cost 300 million shillings?
Yes.
And what was the previous budget for?
The budget we were given for this was 600 million. When we worked on this, we spent less than 300 million. We saved over 50% of what we were told it was going to cost us to do this. And most importantly, the books are in the schools. You can see they're in the schools. Every child has a...
we saw a really good number of, like, there was no malpractices. The exam results came out in 1 week, something that always takes 3 months. You understand? It's so strange that the results will take 3 months to come back. But when he entered the power, he showed us the importance of ICT, like the migration from the migration into the digital world. So, like, how do you tell me that I have a computer and the only things that I need to do we have the softwares that I use, then you tell me that when the exam is done, it will take 3 months for people to analyze the results and come up with the certificate and everything. His took only 1 week. So when he was the Minister of Interior.
As we speak right now, as I speak to you right now, we have a National Police Reserve in some parts of North Rift. There has never been a time we have withdrawn National Police Reserves from North Rift or any part of the country. What happens in the security sector all the time is reviews are done from time to time, depending on the needs, what is needed in a particular area. And in most cases, consultations are done even with the local groups.
You know what happened? The passport used to work. Like, people used to get passports in time. Like, passports you only take 24 hours. You go, it's printing. And birth certificates, birth certificate, they used to say that, okay, you submit your documents and after that it takes 2 weeks. Like, you have a computer, you have a printer, you just key in things. Like, he brought some sense into the system.
I frankly don't like spending time commenting on some of these flippant and petty political things, because a lot of people lie all the time. Some of them now lie like a career. It's like that's what they went to school to be trained. You saw those lies yesterday. People lying, they lie about anything. They can't tell you anything. Probably the only truth about them is their name. They lie all the time. It's saying things that don't exist. And partly also, by the way, people would do better if they did their job. Because if they attended the meetings they're supposed to attend, if they sought briefs from the people they're supposed to be briefed, they will be briefed effectively, instead of now going to embarrass themselves in that kind of manner where you say things that don't exist. And ask yourself the question, how do police officers, especially senior police officers who are managing the security sector, feel when they see their leader lying?
Because you get things and you make it work, you understand? So the reason why Kenyan Gen Z, they really loved this guy, because he used to work smart.
You see, we are unfortunate that we have a brand of leaders. I told you earlier that the narrative we need to be discussing about the future of our country is how we handle corruption and how we create an integrity system of managing our country so that the resources God has given us can benefit our children and our children's children.
First of all, he's educated. He's educated guy. He was a lecturer in the US. And he's very educated. And once he take a task, he ensured that that thing is implemented.
And I have to say this, because again, this is another aspect of our society. In a country where these days we hardly go through a day without being reminded about the regions, who comes from what region and what region is important, what region should own government, and so on and so forth.
And people used to love him. We used to get things, like things used to change. But now we have education. It's collapsed. Now we have the interior collapsed. Because why? Because people are not doing, people are not working, people are not giving out the services that they're supposed to give. Instead, they want to earn salary and they don't want to work. So this is the biggest problem. I really, really feel it for the Kenyans. And that's why they want Matiang'i to be the next president.
If you are serving 200 people a day, wewe bana, sisi si washenzi hivyo vile unafikiria. If you are serving 200 people a day, why do you have a backlog back April last year?
Yes.
Why? Nairobi is here.
Okay, no.
You can even call your boss.
Okay, majority of the people have learned that.
To me, I really want things to work. I really want a smooth system. I really want a place where you go to any government institution and you're treated as a citizen, because those people are supposed to work for you. In that you go there, you get what you want. Like last time I went to look for KRA PIN for a group. Imagine I want to pay tax, but they asked me to give them money to like so that they can produce the PIN very fast. They can print it, just printing. They tell me we will, like, you have to give us something so that we do this thing very fast. These people are really, and they were just seated around drinking tea and making stories. They don't even care, you understand? These government officers are rotten, I'm telling you.
Why haven't you given them the certificate? That's what I'm asking you. From April, why haven't you given them the birth certificate? You are telling us you serve 200 people.
That's from this year.
You need to come and sit here one day. Tutafute watu wa kufanya kazi hapa. Hii ni ile mchezo ya kawaida ile. Mtakwenda mfanye mahali mtaka.
When I lived in Russia, things used to work very smooth. Like you go to any department you go, they're telling you, okay, submit your documents, come back after two weeks or after 1 week. Even before a week, you will receive a notification. Your document is ready, come and pick it. Very smooth like that. You don't need to walk around, bribe and do whatever. The system works for itself. Why do you think that Matiang'i would be your next president? Do you trust him? Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.
Mtu yote mwenye mic wana msichana hapa anajua ngodha inakuanga na line ya white ama ya brown. Tusidanganyane. Hizo ngodha walizinunua pale 30 tao, wanataka kutupima. Laptop yenye ilipatikana ni laptop yenye ilikuwa inatumika na watu wa IBC. All of this is stage managed. Whatever is true is the undying and bowed spirits of the Kenyan.
You know, I've really read the Kenyan history during the pre-colonial period and even after the independence. Kenya had a fierce, very focused and very dedicated leaders in the government. These are the leaders who really championed for the betterment of this country. Like if we come to see, like the person who died like 50 years ago, Tom Mboya, is still remembered. Like everyone, even small kids know like Tom Mboya. Like his presence is felt, you understand? You know, do you know that the reason why America has a black president is because of Tom Mboya? Because it's Tom Mboya who came up with the scholarship uplift scholarship program that uplifted many students to America, and Obama's father was one of them. But now the Kenya has the rebirth of this fierce leader.
President and government in general to do what it was appointed to do. We did not appoint them to listen. We would have selected them to be podcasters if we wanted a listening ear. The president is not elected to listen to us. He is elected to lead a functional government, which he has proven that he is not interested in running. He lost several lives.
I can see, because I don't know if it's just activism, but the time has really come for this.
At Ababa, if it gets to a point where you are supporting this government, then we don't recognize you anymore.
Country suffers a lot. Like, you give someone who has been in the government for 30 years. So what do you think that person is going to change? He has been the minister, he has been in the system for 30 good years. What do you think these people are going to change? I'm telling you, like, what do you think? Like, you find a minister is 80 years old. What do you think this person is going to change? There are some leaders that lied to these young men and ran away with their money. They squandered 1.1 billion Kenya shillings in the name of giving student scholarship to Finland. Now tell me, do you think these are people really normal to lead a society? Who is ready to listen to them? And this generation are now fierce. You can't lie to this generation.
Huh? Do you know any antidepressant of your mind? Any antidepressant?
The only thing I need is money. It is the money our parents paid is what we are running after. Ni pesa tu tunataka. But just come and fight me. I'm dead already. Nishakufa ndani. It's only the face that I am.
And if you come to realize that, why are this generation so fierce? They're not fierce because there's something. It's because the same people have made them fierce. Like, you can't lie to someone twice, thrice, and they really know you. You understand?
Because when you loot funds that are supposed to take to be for farmers or for the education of a child or for Linda Mama, you are effectively ensuring that there's a child who will not make it into life. There's a child who will lose to hunger. There's a youth who will be lost to theft. The political class needs to stop politicking and start doing representation, because it does not matter.
You can't lie, even if it's like you're a good lawyer, you're going to defend this. You can't lie to these people. So
we entered the era of a co-presidency, and it is a co-presidency between President William Ruto and the people. It's no longer going to be about him up there telling us what to do. We are doing this together.
What I came to learn and what I came to realize, that they are the same people who were making promises. You make promise, you make promise. Watch these videos. I don't know even.
Tumesema sasa tutaweka pesa ya serikali kupunguza gharama ya mtungi ya gas. Ile ya kilo 6 mnanunua 2,500, 2,800, tutaishukisha chini mpaka shilingi 500 ama 300. Kila nyumba, kila soko, kila shule kupiga simu hautahitaji tena bundles. Unajua watu wengi wanahangaika na bundles, bundles. Every 10 shillings I collect, every 10 shillings, 7 shillings go to paying debt. I commit to provide mothers of newborn babies with diapers for their children for a minimum of 3 months.
Then you come to them, then telling them, I want to change your life. You know, how do you change someone's life? And all along, you have been employed. You've never innovate anything. No innovation you've made. No any kind of innovation you have made. So if I want to, so for me, I stand with the young people of Kenya. These people, they know what they want.
Akili zako ambayo ziko 100%, you will see the 2027. But kama hauna, ndugu yangu, kama uta to face and talk to us ana kwa ana, you listen to us. Finance bill ulicheza chini lakini haukusaini. ulicheza chini na pia sisi tumecheza low.
Like one of them said that it's a mad, there's a difference between a mad person and a foolish person. A mad person knows what he wants, and a foolish person doesn't know. But they take them. So these leaders, because they have money and we are your parents, you have to respect your parents. That's only happened in Tanzania, where you have to respect the leaders.
President. Okay. I need the president and government in general to do what it was appointed to do.
Understand? So these leaders, they're really vibrant, fierce, and they really know what they want. And if I tell you, it's the same people who you see, even it's the same president we have now that have really made these people look like this. I know you have watched a lot of his videos. He's a kind of person who lies even in the front of the camera. One thing with our parents is that they never took politics like something serious. They thought at the end of the day, si ataenda nyumbani, but you are going home, and it's the politics that governs everything. Our schools, our hospitals, the foreign debts, teachers, all these sectors of economy, even industrialization. If we don't have focused, open-minded members of parliament that will bring good policy. So, the problem comes, if we don't have good policy makers, then there's nothing will go on. So, I think Kenya has given birth to a new era of vibrant leaders, and you can't stop this. I think this is Kenyan time. So thank you for watching this. I always love Kenya, and I will still love Kenya, and together we grow. So in my next video, I will have a wristband with the Kenyan flag. With Kenya, we move together. Thank you for watching.